I'm so excited to be here tonight at the Ice House. This is great. But I couldn't decide what to wear because it's like hot and cold and hot and cold. You gotta layer. I have like 4 thongs on. It's kind of like riding a Harley. Thank you. So as Fraser was saying, I just got back from Iraq. I was entertaining the troops over there. Thank you. Telling them jokes, of course. And the crazy thing over there is that there's a designated smoking area in a war zone. And I gotta wonder, what does the Surgeon General have to think about like mortar rounds and rocket fire? It's pretty... But comics, we have to travel because we only have so many jokes. And so it's actually just recently in Vegas. How many people here like to go to Vegas? Yeah. I like to go to Vegas. Actually, they're thinking about legalizing pot there in Vegas. What do you think about that? Yeah. But can you imagine the buffet line? It would be like out the door. And when I go to Vegas, there's like, did you know this, sir? There's like prostitutes everywhere in Vegas. Yeah. It's true, they're everywhere. And one night after the show, I was walking out of the comedy club and going through the casino, and this guy came up to me and propositioned me. He's like, "How much?" I'm like, "How much?" I was so offended, I just slept with him for free. And there's everybody in Vegas, though, has like implants and everything. And, I do understand that like big breasts open a lot of doors. And so I've been thinking about getting them because I'm so tired of going through those windows. So I'm originally from Kansas. Anybody here from Kansas? No, there never is. I don't think they know they can leave. I'm gonna call them after the show. Yeah, just get in the truck and drive. I go back to Kansas to visit my parents, and I know families are kind of like pesticides. You're not really meant to survive them, but if you do, it only makes you stronger. Or you mutate. And my mom is one of those people, who just talks all the time and doesn't have to say. She's like a member of Talkaholic Anonymous, and those meetings last forever. Thank you. So it's hard, though, living in Los Angeles after growing up in Kansas, because like everybody in Los Angeles is in therapy or they take medication to be nicer. My friend Shelly takes this stuff called Prozac. Yeah, it totally doesn't work for her. It turns out she's just a bitch. And then I have trouble dating here in Los Angeles. And I don't know if it's because the guys are flaky or because I'm married. Yeah, actually, I had to get married. I needed some yard work done. Yeah, I married this really sophisticated guy from Kentucky. Yeah, he knows the alphabet. Well, I mean, not in order, but he knows it. And actually, when I was dating my husband, he still had Kentucky plates on his car. And if you have Kentucky plates on your car, you always get to park in the handicapped spot. It's great. My husband's a preacher's kid. Any preacher's kids here? No, that's because they're all out smoking crack. Preacher's kids are bad. They are. And I've been married for a really long time. Marriage is just so predictable. My husband comes home from work every day. I think he's in a rut. But by applause, how many people here are married? Yeah. Just a couple. Things change when you get married, don't they? Yeah, because when you're single, you drink before sex. But when you get married, you're drinking after sex. Or during. Or instead of. And when you're married and you say you're going to put on something more comfortable, you always mean sweats. But I do like to wear sexy lingerie while driving. Yeah, because in case I get in an accident, I want to make sure that those paramedics are motivated to save me. But marriage is tough. And the crazy thing is I love my husband more today than I did when we got married. And I'm like thinking, that is so weird because he's such a And then I realized what it was. It's this thing called the Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah, and the Stockholm Syndrome is when you get kidnapped, like I was, and you fall in love with your captors. And And all these years, I thought when he tied me up and asked my parents for ransom, he was just being kinky. Thank you. But marriage is give and take, isn't it? Yeah, my husband puts up both my mood swings and I don't stab him in his sleep. But recently he made out a will. This is important, isn't it? Yeah, he made out a will and I'm going to get everything. So I'm like, oh, that is so sweet. I have to be nice to him now.